Well, welcome back to welcome back to Barely Behaving. It's Becky and Jason, and we're already talking about bowel movements.
Pee-poo's coming. I feel it. It hurts.
It never ends. Why are we always talking about shitting?
Because that's real life.
That is real life, and it happens to everyone. Mm-hmm. Everyone poops. Isn't there a book called Everyone Poops?
I think worst is to go and pee-poo in like a public space, like at a grocery store or like
an emergency.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's what you don't want to do.
I'll never forget. There was one time we went to a place called Frenchie's on Clearwater Beach.
Oh yeah.
And I don't remember what you ate, but whatever it was
we
came home.
Grouper sandwich.
And you had the red fucking light on top of the car. You were unbuttoning your pants as I was pulling into the driveway to run in.
Yeah.
You were gonna
that was horrible. I was going to lose it there. And then when we were in Canada and Banff, remember that?
So we're in Banff in Alberta, Canada. And we get into this gondola thing to go up to the top of the mountain to go see the views. And before we went,
they had like cheese and
little
grapes.
snacky.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
On an empty stomach from just getting back. I think we were fishing that morning.
In the thing, and we're going up, and we're fine. We're up there, whatever. There's bathrooms up there if necessary. And you started to feel it.
Well, it kind of felt it, but if you don't really know if it was going to come full swing. And then we're on our way down, and I thought I was going to have to shit in that gondola. That would have been.
You were sweating.
Yeah, I thought that was it. Like I'm gonna shit right here.
Yeah, just shit in your pants.
It's gonna be in my pants, and I'm just gonna walk off. Be like, "What's up?" And then go and get in.
Well, and remember, we had borrowed somebody's rental car, and we were driving back, and you were convulsing in the back of that. It was like a Tahoe or something like that. I thought you were going to shit your pants.
No, it was close. I think that's the closest I've ever been to shit in my pants.
Yeah.
Was that in a foreign country? Well, Canada, but still a foreign country. Yeah. Yeah, I was going to shit on that gondola. Like, when that thought enters your brain, where you're just like, I'm going to go, then your body's like, yes, we are going now. And you're just...
It just decides that we're releasing.
Right.
Release the Kraken.
Just like if you have to go pee really bad, or if you're going to throw up, you're just like, I'm going to throw up. Your body's like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad.
So I had some people throw some stuff out there in my stories, and I asked what they want us to talk about on the podcast. And somebody wanted to know our origin story, which I know...
I'm not a superhero.
We're not superheroes, that's true. But I've shared it before, and we've talked about it, but I guess I could put it out for everyone to hear again. So Jason and I, grew up in the same town, Naperville, Illinois. And we went to the same high school, middle school too, but we didn't know each other then. Yeah. It was spring break 1997. And I was with my friend Amy, and we were driving around in her red Chevy Cavalier. We were at her house. We pulled up, and her brother had a bunch of friends over, and they got in their car and started driving. Then they were following us, and we were like, what's going on? And so we started to speed up because we were afraid that people we know from high school were going to follow us and chase us down and kidnap us. I don't know what we were thinking, but we stopped on the side of the road, put the car in park, and put the seats back like that to hide. Like a couple of fucking idiots.
That was gonna work.
And then you guys came up to the door, and you're like, hey, what's up? And you had a friend ask me for my number, and I wrote it down on a piece of paper bag, gave to him, gave to you.
Yeah. And
that was it. And then we dated for a while through high school. You're the baseball player, I'm the cheerleader. Mm-hmm. And went our separate ways in college. And then I ran into you.
Yeah, I was between the...
At USF.
Yeah.
At the bookstore.
And there was a tour, because you were on part of the tour. Mm-hmm. And I was walking by, and I was just like, I know you. You look so familiar. I know you. I was like, that couldn't be it.
It was me.
Yeah. And then we started talking, and then I got your number there, and I didn't know that you were with somebody else.
And that fell apart, thankfully.
Right there. It fell apart right there.
Exchanged numbers.
Right there.
Bloop, that's it.
That was it. That fell apart, and that was it. End game.
So anyways, that's our story. And then we got together, got engaged right after I graduated. And then I'll never forget when you proposed. So we were at your parents' house for like dinner or something. And then you're like, let's go to Honeymoon Island to walk around, which we did once in a while. And I was like, okay, fine. And I specifically remember this, Sophie cheerleading shorts, ladies, you know. And then a t-shirt with a bunny on it. And it said, I think I just threw up in my mouth or something like that. Like, it was the dumbest fucking cartoon shirt. And I think I had no makeup on. Like, I was trash, full trash. And we went to the beach and we're walking around, and I turn around and there you are on your knee asking me to marry you, and I look like a homeless person.
Well, that should say something then, right?
It does.
Because I'm Studley, that's why.
Because you're Studley? Mm-hmm. No, it's because my beauty shines through the ugly outfit that I was wearing.
Cool. Studley I am.
Okay, Yoda. I was going to talk about how it's summertime and with the kids home, they stay up late every night. Like our 6-year-old's up till 10. And our older son,
Whoa.
what?
Clarify. He's in his room, but decides I need to say goodnight to everybody 2 more times before.
That's true.
So technically, he's in bed at 9:30.
Yeah.
But then likes stories and then wants to wander around and talk to people some more before he decides to go to sleep.
That's true.
That's why it's that late.
He does dilly-dally. And our 11-year-old is up playing Fortnite or Roblox or whatever the fuck he's playing with his friends until almost 11.
Right. And I think that they play later.
His friends.
Because when he goes to sleep.
Yeah, they're still on.
I mean, I can't sleep if he's in that room.
Well, you know what else we can't do?
But
when he's in that room?
We can. You just don't.
And they're both awake?
You choose not to.
We're too tired.
You close the door.
Okay.
He won't even know. He's got headphones on. Close the door, lock it. He wouldn't even know. He'd be like, oh, good. They finally fucking left. Leave me alone. They forgot about me. Maybe I can play games all night. That's what would happen.
Yeah, but they are master cockblocks over the summer.
Oh, yeah. The younger one is. If you give the older one the video games and a drink and some food, I wouldn't see him for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
The other one was all of a sudden, we like 15 minutes goes by. He's like, Mommy, I need a hug. No, not right now. You don't.
It's hard in the summer because at least during the school year, like they go to bed at a more reasonable hour. But in the summertime, they're up so late. And I, in particular, I'm very exhausted from being home with them all day. You're tired from work. Like I get it.
I'm outside in that heat.
Yeah.
Golly.
So it's like if we want to like, get it on, we can't do it because they're still up.
That's right.
Yeah. That's it. I'm done.
Sorry, 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. That's so late.
It is pretty late.
Are any other parents staying up and banging at 11 o'clock?
Probably.
I guess. I don't know. It's not like you can even do a daytime one.
No, you wouldn't want that because I'm so sweaty when I come home. It'd be like lube was already in there. It's so wet. It's the same thing. And the only thing that breaks it up is the weekends. And then the vacations.
Yeah.
Like they're quick getaways. They're not vacations. Like the only vacation that I can remember that we took as a family of 4 was last year for the cruise / Disney World.
Yeah.
That was a full 8 days that you were just like, wow, that was great. And then you kind of, get back to it.
I mean, because when I was a kid, we only went on vacation like literally once a year.
Yes.
Maybe. There were some years we didn't go on vacation at all.
We went once a year for 2 full weeks to the same place.
Yeah.
For 12 years in a row.
Yeah.
Maybe 14.
And what was this glorious place you went to?
Let me tell you about this.
Let me
tell about this glorious place called Sanibel Island. Now, if you like Sanibel Island, good for you. Me, it is fucking torture. The only time that it wasn't torture was I think I can count the 2 times that we went to Disney World when we went on vacation.
This is when you were
when
a kid.
I was a kid. You rent a condo on the beach. Great. So we walk on the beach for like hours, 3-4 hours. I don't know what it was. It was way too fucking long. And then we would come back, eat some sort of lunch, then go back out to the beach, float in the ocean, do that again for another 3 or 4 hours, then come back, take a shower, and then go to the early bird special.
Sure. Like a 4:30 dinner.
At 4:30, 5 o'clock dinner.
Sure.
Then when we were done,
Go watch the sunset on the beach?
we would go back out to the beach.
Yeah,
it was,
okay.
or sometimes we go miniature golfing, or we would go look at these shops. It sucked. Like after like a couple of years of that, and you're like, where are we going? Oh, we're going again. Oh, that's great. And we're talking 14 fucking days.
That's a long time.
Right.
That's a long time to be in one place.
Me looking back at 45 and looking back, yeah, I fucking hate that island. I hate it.
You dragged me there a few times when we were first married.
Because it was free and we couldn't afford anything. So I was
Right.
like, yeah, let's go to this island. You're like, what is this? I was like, this is amazing. This is what this is.
But like, there's just nothing to do there. When I go on vacation, I would like entertainment.
Yes.
I would like amenities. I don't want to make my bed in the morning. I want someone else to make it. I want someone to bring me fresh towels.
That's why I'm on vacation.
Right. I'm not here to live my life in someone else's house.
I like the amenities. I like having something like, do you want something to eat? Would you want anything special? I like that. I don't like going and sweating and standing and walking on the beach. So if my parents or my sister are listening to this, yes, it sucked. and you did not hear anything I said. That's why I never wanted to fucking be there in the first place. Why do you think after a half an hour in, I was like, can we go back yet?
I guess for some
no.
people that's relaxing.
Because
I don't
it was
know.
so relaxing. Relaxing, was it? Is it? Is it relaxing? No, it's not fucking relaxing. It fucking sucks.
I want to see something new. If I'm going somewhere for 14 days, I'm going to Hawaii.
Never been there.
Never been to Hawaii. I want to go pop island to island. I want to look around, see all the different things. I want to go to Europe. I want to go to all the different cities around Europe and hop around over there.
Well,
I could do for 14 days. Some people love the beach in general, and we're just not beach people. We live near a beach.
No.
And we don't give a shit about it. Like, where's your ideal vacation? Like, if you could go anywhere, where would you go?
As of right now, I'm enjoying bringing the kids and watching them with like the Disney cruises and the Disney trips and try to get to Disneyland, go to Aulani.
No, it's Aulani. Why do you say it like such a weirdo?
Aulani.
No, it's
in Hawaii. That'd be nice. Or I also thought would be cool would be to go on the Alaskan cruise on the Disney cruise ship. Like right now, I'm more like kid focused. But if it was like us, just you and I, like I've said it before, like a world cruise, that would be it. Like, just take that bitch all the way across. You would see Hawaii, New Zealand, Australia, all the way up through Polynesian or whatever, what do you call that?
Polynesia.
Yeah, all the way up.
It's like Fiji and shit.
Yeah, then all the way up into Japan and then China and then all the way
we'll see
around, like
everything.
all like everywhere. And then you go into Europe, like you're in the Mediterranean and you're visiting all the hot spots. Like I've looked them up. They're old people cruises. Like we're not ready for that.
Yeah,
but
well,
they're
no,
like
when we're old people.
90 days, 180 days. Yeah, I'd look at our kids and be like, I'll see you.
Hey, but listen, if we're going anywhere for 90 or 180 days, you better get me the best fucking room on that ship.
No, I've already.
I'm not going in
I've
some
thought about
little
that. We're not.
dinky-danky
No, we're not
room.
doing a postage stamp. We're going to have a nice room. But the thing is, that's how you would see everything. And then from that point, you could be like, okay, I saw everything. What were my favorites
Yeah, then
after
you
you
could
saw
go
it?
back.
Then you can go back and then you
Yeah.
could like specifically look at that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be the ultimate vacation.
I never had the luxury of that as a child. Like the farthest we went was Toronto.
Cool. The farthest we went was Sanibel Island.
Have you seen that video of the girl who picked up the shell and like it paralyzed her whole
That
body?
was over here in Clearwater.
It
wasn't
was?
It was.
I don't know where it
here.
was.
It was on the news and it was local. Like it was here.
Yeah.
And she picked that shit up. Yeah. And I remember my sister having the shell in her hand.
Oh my God.
And like doing this all little fucking thing. She's like, you want to hold it? I was like, no, I'm not holding that.
No, I don't want to. I'm not an animal person.
Well, I'm surprised she hasn't
Especially
been
that
stricken
shit.
with something at this point in time.
Yeah, that's scary. Yeah, I don't want to. Sea creatures, that's a no. That's a hard no for me.
That's a real hard no.
I don't want anything to do with
sky
that.
creatures, sea creatures, all sorts of creatures.
Just animals in general. I could look at you behind the glass. I'll look at you in your exhibit. But I don't want one in my house. No. And people sometimes are like, you don't like dogs? It's not that I don't like dogs. Like it's like people who don't have kids, right? Like you look at someone else's kids and you're like, oh, I'm so cute. And you go back to your house where you don't have kids. I look at animals that way, like pets. I go, oh, that puppy's cute. Bye.
Yeah, but I don't want to take care of a 2-year-old for 10 years.
No.
I don't want to do that.
I don't want the hair in my house. I don't want the smell in my house. Those of you who have pets, I'm not hating on you. I'm telling you my personal preference. I've got 2 children in this house that make a mess enough as it is. I don't need somebody else who can literally not take care of themselves without me in this home.
No, I don't need
No,
that.
thank you.
Let alone multiples of them.
No, the smell, the hair, the slobber from the water, the feet. They go outside with their feet and walk around in the grass and then they come back in your house? No.
I don't think
If
so.
you love your pets, then fine.
Yeah.
Love your pets. Pet people. I still love you. I just don't bring your animals to my house, okay?
No, not
Thanks.
for me.
I'm glad we're in agreement on that.
Yeah, there's no way I don't want that. You can't hear that?
I hear it.
Yeah, I told you. I told you it's coming.
We have to cut this short. All right. Well, I guess Jason's got to go to the pee-poos.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to cut
One's
this
done.
off.
This was done. Pee-poo. We're this one's over with.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us on Barely Behaving. I don't think I said that at the beginning, but that's fine.
That's okay. I got pee-poo.
All right.
So you can close it out.
All right. Jason's got to go. So see you later. Bye.